Hey guys, welcome back to another video, a pickup video, which technically is part 2. Did mention that there's a lot of Super Famicom stuff I was waiting on. Right, I'm going to get this one out of the way first. I did throw this one in the last video, but I took that section out, just because. But that was Castlevania Chronicles on the PS1. But yeah, it's awesome. Fantastic music. Really good game. Right, I'm going to show you some Game Boy games, original Game Boy games. But I just wanted to show you some of the more uncommon games. There's two which I will show, which are pretty damn rare, I think. They're not easy to grab. And then there's one more which caused me a bit of a headache, so I'll show that as well. But first up, we have the Smurfs, which is a pretty decent little platformer actually. Yeah. Next up, Hunt and Hawk. Had to get this. Again, it's not a very good game, but yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. You know. Another which is I believe it's quite uncommon. I found this on Console Mad, who I mentioned in the last vid. Where I got those NES games from. And yeah, Fish Dude. By all counts, it is pretty uncommon, and it's all right actually. It works very well on the Game Boy. But basically, you just play as a fish. You go around eating little fish, and you have to avoid the bigger fish. Next up, this is a really funny one. I'll just show you it. It's Lock and Chase. I remember seeing this on eBay UK just by accident from some seller, and they had it listed as about now for over £1,000. Something like £1,500 for that. I can't remember the exact price. I got this from an American seller for the equivalent of £2.50. The mad world of eBay. But yeah. Next up, another pretty uncommon game is Superman by Titus. I think it was released quite late in the Game Boy's life actually, so like 2000, 2001, 99, I don't know, I'm not sure. You know, somewhere around that time period. So I grabbed it just because I like picking up uncommon Game Boy games. And it's crap. Most uncommon Game Boy games are garbage, but I like them. Right, we get into these three. Now this first one, like I said, it's caused me a bit of a headache getting this. I found out about it by complete mistake, and again, because it's fairly uncommon, I wanted it. I was determined to get it. Another copy turned up on US eBay from a seller who I've used a fair bit in the past. So I decided to grab it from him. Really, really cheap. I think it ended up being around £4, £3 something, I think, after the conversion rate. But the game is Jurassic Park Part 2. The Chaos Continues. And it's a pretty good game actually. It's sort of a platforming shooter type thing, but it's really good actually. The music's excellent, and I believe it's also released on the Super Nintendo. Whether or not it was a US exclusive, I'm not sure. Well, to be honest, I'm not sure if it's the same game. But that could be something worth checking out. But I think it's really cool. Right, these two. I'm so happy to get these in the collection because they're so hard to find, even loose carts. But the first one is Felix the Cat. Yeah, finally got Felix. After quite a while of looking. There was one on eBay UK quite a few months back. I think it was by now £15, or starting bid was I think £7. But I never placed a bid. I completely forgot about it, and it didn't sell. I messaged the seller just to see if he's going to relist it or not. I didn't get a response, so managed to grab this. I think from a seller in the Netherlands. Yeah, it came with a manual as well. But it's a pretty good game. It's a good solid platformer. I found the controls a little bit clunky, but it's a pretty decent platformer. And next one, I think this is now the rarest. I think this is the rarest Game Boy game I have. I think so. An absolute nightmare to get this thing. Basically, that's why I wanted it so much. Because, like I said about the uncommons and the rarities, I just want them. And I just really wanted to get this, and it wasn't happening. But I managed to finally pick it up. Cool World. Yeah, finally got it. Really happy to have it. It's god awful though. It's garbage. It's always the way with Game Boy games. There's quite a few others. I might do a video on it because I have quite a lot of the more harder to get games. There's still a few I've not got, but there's a lot of them are just complete poo. But right. I'm going to do NES, and then we'll get on to and then we'll do the Neo Geo, making a mess, and then we'll do the Super Famicom stuff. Well, yeah, I wasn't planning on picking any more NES up, but I found one game which is a PAL game, by accident, to be honest, so I had to get it. And then, as I said in I think it was the last video, I got rid of that stupid lockout chip, or disabled the lockout chip in the NES, so I could play Carnod. So yeah, I was looking at getting some US games, and I've got one in particular which it's not a great game, but it's something that I've always wanted to own. So we'll get to that next. But this PAL game, as usual, I was just going on eBay checking up the newest listings, because I hadn't done it in a little while back then. So yeah, I went into it. Buy now, newest listings first, all that stuff. And this was like the third or fourth one down. It was a buy now or best offer. The buy now price was £18 and something pence. So I don't know whether the seller it was a relist. But yeah, and it's just one of those instances. When you see something on eBay, something in your brain says, "Oh, that's a great price. You've got to get it," even though you're not 100% sure. It seems like a good deal, and that's what happened basically. Yeah, so I saw it. I didn't bother checking any other listings just to see, if the price was about right. So I just whacked the seller a best offer of £15. I'm pretty sure it's free postage as well, actually. Pretty sure. Yeah, within a matter of minutes, the seller had accepted the offer. So that was cool. But then, I decided, I thought, well, I best just check, just to see. And yeah, it was a damn good deal. There was only two. Pretty sure there's only two other copies on eBay UK. Both were loose carts, and both were hovering around about the £15 mark. So to get a box complete copy for 15 is fantastic. and it is Bionic Commando. £15, fully boxed, fully complete. Good condition. The box, some signs of wear and tear, on the corners and whatnot. I'm not bothered. The cartridge is in fantastic condition. So yeah, £15 for Bionic Commando. I think that was a really, really, really good deal. Very happy with that. Right, the US game. As I say, it's not a fantastic game. I've played it on an emulator before, and to be honest, I didn't mind it all that much. I personally don't think it's that bad. I forget the dollarage of it, but I think it ended up being around about £16. I think maybe 17. It didn't come with a manual, but I did manage to find a manual separate, so that was fantastic. So now I've got a box complete copy of Jaws. This time there's no escape. Yeah, so I have a box complete copy of Jaws. I'm happy to have it. I'm pretty sure I found out about this back when I did have the NES, but it was never released outside of the US. Maybe it got released in Japan, I'm really not sure, but I know for a fact it never got released in the UK. And I'm a big fan of the movies. Well, the first two now, but when I was a kid I did like the third one. Yeah, I'm really, really happy to have that in the collection. I really am. I'm just really happy to have it. So that's that. Right, Neo Geo game. It's not fantastic. It's not a rarity of anything. It's one of the cheap ones. And this was on an online shop called videogameimports.com, I think. Yeah, I've used them before in the past. I know I got Alpha Mission 2 from them for a pretty good price. I'm pretty sure I got something else. But this is £24. Neo Geo AES game for £24 plus a couple of quid for postage. So I'm really happy, and it's actually a really good game. I'm quite surprised. But it is Baseball Stars Professional, which is a baseball game, which I know nothing about baseball. I know nothing about it. I have got Mario Baseball on the GameCube, which I've actually not played yet, which is bad. I think it's pretty cool. I don't understand the rules really for baseball. The only knowledge I have of it is based off of movies, like Major League and Mr. Baseball, Tom Selleck. Classic movies, great movies. And yeah, I'm really surprised with that actually. It's cool. It's very enjoyable. It's hard though. Right, Super Famicom. Mostly loose carts, but I've got a box copy, which I think I mentioned. This also came from Console Mad, and it was only £9, so I had to get it. And it is Sengoku, which also has a subtitle, which I don't know what it is. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as the Neo Geo game, or whether it's got some differences. I really don't know, to be honest. But it's great. It looks great. Plays well. I thought for £9, it's got to be got. So it's that. Right, Super Famicom cartridges. And I'm taking a bit longer than I thought I would have done. I've got some fantastic games here. Some amazing prices. Really. Okay. I'm going to do these three first. First up is Aliens vs Predator, which I showed a little clip of in the Sneaky Peeks video a while back. Yeah, I managed to grab this for a good price. I knew it wasn't the Capcom game, the Capcom arcade game, because that's awesome. But I thought I'd get it. It's not all that common. and it was a pretty good price. So that's why I got it, really. It's not too bad. It's not good by any means, but yeah. Next up, a game I've been meaning to grab for a while, and that's Pilot Wings, which is good. I remember seeing this back when the Super Nintendo first got released in the UK, and it was pretty impressive. I don't think it's aged all that well now, though. So yeah, but I thought for £5, might as well. Next up is Cosmo Gang the video. Yeah, this was really cheap. I don't know how I found out about it, but I did, and it was classed as a shooter. So I thought, well, it's a Namco game. It looks quite quirky. So yeah, I grabbed it. Not quite a shooter, it's more like Space Invaders. Blazion or Blazion, I'm not sure. This is a shooter by Atlas. Yeah, horizontal shooter. Looks graphically, I think, very similar to R-Type, but the way you power up your ship is quite unique, which you'll probably see in the gameplay video, because I will stick a gameplay video on the end of this for this game. Yeah, it's really good. The music's great, and yeah, I'm really happy with that. And that was 99p. Technically, it was £2.99 with postage. And yeah, it turned out this was a shooter. So I whacked my bid in of something like £8, to be honest, because it's not all that common. And it didn't get any other bids, so I got it for 99p with, I think, £1.99 postage. So that was a fantastic bargain. You can still get good bargains on eBay, just doesn't happen all that often anymore, which is a shame. Next up, another one came from a UK seller for £8 with free postage, and that's Raiden Densetsu. Bit of a boring label, but yeah, we all know what Raiden is, don't we? I'm pretty sure this is Raiden Trad. Pretty sure. Vertical shooter. Next up, another one I hinted at in the Sneaky Peeks video, and that's Return of Double Dragon. This is another one of those Super Famicom games, even on loose cart, where the price is still fairly high. So yeah, I'm not too sure how much this was, to be honest. If I remember, I'll stick it somewhere in the video. Somewhere in the region of 15 to 20 quid, I think, for that, which is well worth it. And it's very good actually. Right, got the 4 main ones here. There's one in particular which I'm still, still can't get over it. But we'll do this one first. Very happy to get this. It's part of a 3-game series, which I have the first 2. And I could never get this one because it was so expensive. Even loose carts. It's very, very expensive. But I managed to get it for a fantastic, fantastic price. And that is Rushing Beat Shura, also known as Peacekeepers, I believe. Yeah, the seller had this listed simply as Rushing Beat. So I don't know whether there's been a mistake made. I'm really not sure. But this was damn it. Can't remember how much this was, but it was less than £15. Which, unbelievable. So yeah, very happy with that one. Next up, just before we get to the 2 goodies, another one I've been after for a while, another one that's bloody expensive, even loose cart. R-Type 3, the 3rd Lightning. Again, the seller had this listed as Super R-Type. Actually, I think it's Super R-Type 3 they had it listed at. So again, I don't know if it's a mistake or if they're just, a good honest seller, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was around about 24 quid. I'm sure it was. Unless I'm thinking of dollars. Was it $24? I can't remember. I really should have written everything down. But yeah, very, very happy to get that. Really, really am. Right, this next one. Yeah. It's a game I've been after for a very long time, since I first, was getting into the Super Famicom. Again, it's a part of a 3-game series, part of a trilogy. That's giving it away. I've got the first 2. I got them no problems. But this one, man. I don't know if it's just me, whether I'm just unlucky. Some of you guys out there might be thinking, what are you on about? That game's so common and cheap. I don't know, but this was a pain in the arse. It's so difficult. Hardly any of these are listed on eBay, UK or US or anywhere, any eBay. And for the longest time, there was only ever two up there. One was from a seller called Hit Japan, who I've used in the past, but the price for their copy after the conversion ended up being around about 60 quid, which is a bit too much for me, to be honest, although I probably would have ended up paying that. And then there was another one which was even more expensive, and that is Super Star Wars Revenge of the Jedi. It's not Revenge of the Jedi, it's Return of the Jedi. This video is a disaster zone. But yeah, Return of the Jedi, Super Return of the Jedi. I did an eBay search, Super Star Wars, Super Famicom, and this popped up. Yeah, I had to, you know, have a little double take at the label because it threw me a little bit, because I knew this wasn't the label for Super Star Wars. So again, as soon as I saw it for the price, which after conversion was £19, which unbelievable price, you know. I just did it straight away, bought it now, paid for it. But yeah, 19 quid for that is fantastic. And it was listed as Super Star Wars. So again, I thought they maybe made a mistake. And I was a little bit panicky, because I thought for some reason that they were actually going to send Super Star Wars. We know how some sellers are, you know, with their photos. But it arrived, and yeah, I was so relieved. I now have all three. And the last game, this was a bit more expensive. This was after the conversion. It ended up being about £32, which I still think is a fantastic price. You know, was it Akamajo Dracula, Castlevania X? I think it's called Vampire's Kiss over here. And in the US, I'm not sure. Yeah, so £32 for that, which I think is a good deal. Again, it's not cheap, even loose cart. That was the absolute cheapest I'd seen. So, and we're done. Struck out a bit. I'm really going to have to edit this down. So that's it, guys. That's all my pickups. Nothing else is on the way. Nothing else is coming apart from a Mega Drive RGB SCART cable. That's it. I've said this plenty of times in the past, but that's it now. No, not going to see any more pickup videos for quite a while, and I do mean that. I'm taking a break. Taking a break from pickups. Still got lots of stuff to sort out. Still got lots of stuff I just want to sit down and play and enjoy. So that's my little spending spree done, just to tide me over for a while. If anyone out there is interested to know what's available, I know there's still quite a lot of Master System games. There's still hundreds and hundreds of original Xbox games. Bits of PS2, PS1 stuff. Actually, the PS1 stuff. I don't know if Alex, if you're watching, mate. I know you inquired about the PS1 stuff, but I didn't hear back from you, so I'm not too sure. I've been having problems recently with YouTube. I'm not getting PMs. I'm not getting notifications on comments, so I don't know. But yeah, dude, if you want to know what PS1 games I've got, I can resend you that thing. I'm assuming you didn't get it. So yeah. What else have I got? I've got some Game Boy Advance games, 3DS games, bits and pieces like that. So if anybody is interested, if there's enough people interested to see, you know, to know what I've got, then I will do a quick video just showing it off. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully we'll be back soon with more videos, more different videos. I want to do some more collection videos, in-depth collection videos, and also video responses to other guys out there. So yeah, gonna wrap it up. Sorry, the video's been a bit rushed. It's a bit messy. Cheers for watching, guys. Thank you.